this video, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 overall plays and my rationale behind every single pick. Just like yesterday, I waited for the fantasy scores to get updated to the board because we're identifying that discrepancy between points, rebounds, and assists, and fantasy score, obviously one of the biggest edges on Prizepicks to this date. In yesterday's free video, we went 4 of 6, not bad, but my overall top plays and my premium picks went 4 of 5. So if you guys are interested in signing up for my premium package for only $5 a week, or $10 a month, head over to dgfantasy.com. I post all my favorite plays leading up through lock. But if you guys don't want to pay for the premium package, that is okay. For every video I post, I try to get 125 likes. If you get 125 likes on this video, I will post my 5 flex premium Prizepicks card. Unfortunately, last video we fell a little bit short, but in this video, hopefully we get to 125 likes. If we do so, I will pin a post in the YouTube comment section and let you guys know my 5 flex Prizepicks card. On top of that, for every 25 additional comments we get in this video, I will post an additional play. Yesterday, I posted 2 additional plays because we got to 50 comments on my last video. So if you guys could please hit that like button and also comment, it really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, before we get started, I do want to give a quick shout out again to Prizepicks. If you guys haven't signed up for Prizepicks, I really don't know why you're watching this video, but if you haven't, go ahead and enter code using DGF for 100% match up to $100. Prizepicks is a fantasy app where you simply hit the over or under of any certain fantasy projection or player prop. It really is that easy. And again, that is code DGF. You get $100 free just for watching this video. Coming in as my honorable mention for this Prizepicks board is going to be Giannis over 58 fantasy score. This gets a confidence rating of a 6.5 out of 10. Giannis has hit the over or pushed on this projection the past 3 out of 5 games. In close games this season versus Brooklyn, he's actually averaged 36 minutes a game. This combined with the fact that this game has major playoff implications, I expect Giannis to play close to the entire game. Not only that, Giannis's points, rebounds, and assists on Prizepicks are projected at 50.5, so this fantasy score is just way too soft. I have Giannis projected for 62 fantasy points tonight. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Isaac Okoro over 19 fantasy score. This gets a confidence rating of a 7 out of 10. We're going right back to the well here with Okoro. He's hit the over on this projection the past 2 out of 2 games he's been guaranteed heavy minutes. He also averages 0.09 more fantasy points per minute with both Mobley and Jarrett Allen off the court. As long as Okoro is guaranteed those heavy minutes, this projection is just way too soft. I have him projected for 24.5 fantasy points tonight. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Chris Milton over 36 fantasy score. This also gets a confidence rating of a 7 out of 10. Middleton averages 32.7 points, rebounds, and assists versus Brooklyn this season. That would easily translate to over 36 fantasy points. Not only that, one of those matchups wasn't even close. He also averages 36 minutes in close competitive games versus Brooklyn this season. Brooklyn also ranks 28th in shooting guard defense, 20th in points allowed, and also 16th in rebounds allowed. I have Middleton projected for just under 40 fantasy points tonight. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Kevin Durant over 49 fantasy score. This also gets a confidence rating of a 7 out of 10. He has hit the over on this projection the past 4 out of 5 games. Durant also averages 1.46 fantasy points per minute with Harden off the court this season. Tonight, he is projected 39 minutes versus the Eastern rival Bucks. Durant also averages 46 points, rebounds, and assists versus the Bucks this season. If he comes anywhere close to that projection again, he easily clears over that fantasy score projection of 49. This fantasy score projection is just way too soft. I have him projected for 56 fantasy points tonight. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Kevin Durant over 5.5 assists. This gets a confidence rating of a 7.5 out of 10. Durant has hit the over on this projection the past 3 out of 5 games. He also has hit the over on this projection the past 8 out of 10 games. This line also currently has an average of minus 140 juice on major sports books. Durant also has a 57% hit rate on this projection on the season. He averages 5.5 assists versus the Bucks this season, and again, one of those games wasn't close. The Bucks also rank 23rd in assists allowed per game this season. And again, this game has major playoff implications, so I expect Kevin Durant to be out there the majority of the game. Right now, I have Durant projected for 7.8 assists tonight. Coming in as my overall favorite prize pick entry for this board is going to be Kyrie Irving over 41 fantasy score. This also gets a confidence rating of a 7.5 out of 10. Kyrie averages 0.05 more fantasy points per minute with Harden off the floor. He also receives a 1% usage rate bump. And the last time Kyrie played against the Bucks, he had 48 points, rebounds, and assists. Kyrie's points, rebounds, and assists are also set to 35.5, so this fantasy projection is just way too soft. I have Kyrie projected for 50 fantasy points tonight.